Hey everyone, and welcome to Lee's Slotcars. I just wanted to do a quick video today to tell you about my evening last night because I popped over to see the legend that is Pete from Trackfans TV. By a twist of fate, he only lives down the road from me. So yeah, it's really good to meet the guy and chew the fat about slot cars and everything else and put the world to rights. Got to see his Trackfans TV HQ, and I was like a kid in a sweet shop down there, and we then went over to his lair where he's got his wooden routed track and run a few cars around that, and then also his lovely, really impressive actually polycar track. Now that's something you need to see. It's something that I've not come across before, so yeah, I was very impressed with that. And as for the wooden track, well, that's something, you know, there's a seed of an idea up there, something I might like to do in the future. So it was good to see it in action, and he gave me a few tips on, you know, what I need to look for, what I need to do, and where I could get information from, which is invaluable because sharing information is the name of the game in the slot car world. But also, he presented me with some items. Now, in previous videos, I've mentioned about people that have given me things, you know, donated things, and you know, one of which was from the anonymous subscriber, and I will find out who you are one day. I will. The magnetic racing donut stand kit, which was fantastic. You know, I was raving about that. I absolutely loved doing that. And then there was the car that Steve Connor sent me. Now Steve lives in Australia, and he sent me a Australian exclusive Brute 33 Falcon, and I was just blown away, absolutely blown away. You know, Steve's he's got a few issues himself. I won't elaborate, but you know, we keep in touch now, and I consider Steve to be a friend. And that's what's really come out of all this, is that you don't actually have to meet someone physically to consider them a friend. A friend is someone that's there for you, that you connect with, that you can talk about, you know, you can talk to, and that's become so apparent. So I had a great evening. I really, really had a great evening. Pete is a proper stand-up guy, you know, and I'm going to have to try and get down there again before we head off down to the southwest, before we relocate. But I want to show you the gifts that I received, because they are absolutely phenomenal. So watch this space. So this is what I was presented with. Pete gave me this. It's Firestone gantry by Magnetic Racing. Now, you know, I've said before how much I love Magnetic Racing's products. This is an absolute beauty, and it will take pride of place on my new layout, whichever theme I decide to go for in the future. He also gave me this. I know. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. You know, The Blues Brothers is one of my favourite films of all time, and I think I can probably recite the whole film word by word. I've seen it so many times and I love it. I actually did get the Bluesmobile, ran it once, but it's a shelf queen. You know, it's one of those. It's a beautiful car, and to have this to sit alongside it, you know, once I get the truck built, yeah, of course I'm going to run it, but you know, it's so special that it will probably sit alongside the Bluesmobile on display, because they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. I just love them. And Pete, thank you so much, mate. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I'm truly humbled, honestly. And actually, when I was there, I felt really emotional, so I had to control myself, which is easier said than done. Easier said than done. And then he presented me with this. Absolute beauty. Holden XU1. What a beautiful car. And this was sent in by Pat Baker. Now, Pat, you know, you're over there in Australia. You've taken the time to send this to Pete to give to me. I'm just overwhelmed. Absolutely overwhelmed. It's fantastic. It's absolutely stunning car. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's more the point that you've, you know, taken the time out of your busy life to package up something and send it, you know, halfway across the world. And, you know, my words aren't flowing very well today. So, please bear with me. Because I'm just finding it quite hard, in a good way, to actually take all this in. Pat, thank you so much. I can't tell you how incredible this is. You're amazing, thank you. But that wasn't it. He then presented me with this box, the contents of which are mind-blowing, actually. Now, this was from an anonymous subscriber. Yes, another anonymous subscriber. And I will track you down. As God is my witness, I will track you down. So I can't give a personal thanks, but whoever you are, if you're watching this, you're just an amazing human being. You really are. On one of my videos, I mentioned that a couple of my controllers are playing up. Well, that's not a problem anymore, because there's 3 of them in here. There's 3 controllers. There's some track pieces. There's a digital power base. These are really, I've got 4 of these, and they are in really bad condition. And much as I try and clean them, I struggle. So these are gonna certainly be on the new layout. Absolutely amazing. And also, look at that. Lotus Evora GT4 in a Golf livery. I love the Golf livery. I love the Lotus Evora. I actually have an Evora, excuse me, the blue and white one. It's just a lovely, beautiful car. And, you know, look at that. Look at that in the Golf. It is absolutely stunning. I'm so tempted to get some track out. It's all packed in boxes. Excuse me, sorry about this. It's all packed in boxes and ready for the move. But I'll come on to that in a minute. Because that wasn't all. There's also McLaren F1 GTR. Incredible. But look at it. The livery is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It's stunning. I've got to get this track out, actually. I'm sitting here thinking I need to at least run these cars for 10 minutes and get the track out before the wife gets home from work later. Watch this space, because I might have to do that. I don't know. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. It's just fantastic. And to all of you, and also, you know, all the comments, all the mentions, it's unbelievable. It's literally blown me away. Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and I've actually decided to do a video at some point, and it won't be for everyone. It's probably more for me, if I'm honest. To talk about what's happened over the last couple of years and how this hobby and the people involved in the hobby, how much of a positive effect this has all had on my mental health. So yeah, that's something I'm going to do. So when I was at Pete's, he actually did film me opening or unboxing the gift from the anonymous subscriber. So I'm going to post that. Now, if I was any good at this sort of thing, I'd probably edit it and, you know, do a few things to it, but I can't. I'm useless. I'm crap at stuff like that. So I'm just going to tag it on in its full glory. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. This has been an amazing day for me, or an evening, should I say, last night. It was fantastic, and it actually got me out there, which is so important, I think. Just thank you. Thank you to everyone from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for watching. And you all take care, my friends. Well, what can I say? What can I say? Look.
I love it.
I was type 2 diabetic,
Sweet
but I'm
sin.
over it now.
Yeah.
So I can eat as many.
You should need that with cancer, Lee. But you've got to die happy of something.
You have, yeah.
Fortunately, Lee has a sense of humour like me.
Yeah, it's got to be. You've got to, haven't you?
Well, it doesn't kill you.
If you haven't, you've got no chance.
That is it.
Bloody hell, this is a hefty old box of tricks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Honestly,
It's looking good, actually.
I've never had such nice shiny rails on my track.
Really?
This has all been second hand. It's already a bit tarnished.
Yeah, you got the pink stuff, right?
Fantastic, yeah.
Rahul Conquest mentioned that he also uses the pink stuff.
Hey, does he really?
It's a big thing in motor racing and RC racing.
I've got my dear wife to thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because she swears by it. I've used quite a lot of it, to be fair. I think I'm going to have to buy another tub. But once we've moved, not just yet.
So what Lee's doing at the moment is he's unboxing a mystery box from the community who've stood up, stood counted, sent some nice things in just to help with the recovery.
This is unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, I think I was quite oh, hello. Let's have a close up of that. Is that the Evora?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That is, you know, I've got one over there. It's in 2 halves, and that is the quickest car in the Scalextric collection, next to the Ginetta or the Ford GT GTE.
I remember saying, it might have been you actually saying that the Evora is one of your fastest cars.
Yeah,
maybe
possibly me to Sasha.
I think so.
Because they got the Evora in.
I absolutely adore.
Fantastic. That is a lovely bit of kit.
The Golf livery is absolutely spot on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's never ending.
He packed it.
I honestly can't believe that I've packed my track away. I was saying to Pete that I'm going to have to get it out again before we move.
Yeah, 1 box. And it'll be out on the floor before you know it. You'll probably get it out, play it, put it back away, and no one will be the wiser.
Yeah.
You ain't going against the packing regime.
What you been doing all day? Nothing. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a nice bit of
McLaren
kit.
F1 GTR.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
This would be your VT to chop and splice and do whatever you need to with it afterwards. Like cutting these little editing notes out. Beautiful bit of kit. This is Scalextric, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice livery.
It's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Oh, we can always track test them on the polycar track or the wood track. We pray they work. Well, you're in the right place, man. We'll tune them up.
I will. Honestly.
And then the person who sent it mentioned that he'd noticed you'd had some issues with some of the digital.
With a couple of
so they even thought you might need that.
Just amazing. it is amazing that, you know, me just
sharing your life,
waffling on in my
Yeah.
garage, you know, just doing what I enjoy doing. And,
got a power base,
yeah.
sound, digital coming in. Have you got chips for the cars? Digital
I've
chips?
got some.
Okay, cool.
Got some, yeah.
So I was going to say it's something that I don't use, and I know I've got 3 of them laying around here, so we can extract some of those and send you away with them.
I'm totally overwhelmed,
Cool.
if I'm honest.
Right, I'm going to leave this video here, and I'll let Lee pick up the